Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am not in my room. I'm actually in my classroom. It's after school. It's about almost 4:30, and tonight I'm actually heading to the Shiseido Sparkle with Joy event, and it is of course another Dave Lackie hosted event. So I'm going to get ready here, and then I'll be heading downtown to the Arcadian Court where all of these magical things take place. So if you're interested in coming with me, then keep watching. Okay, so just starting to get ready, I'm using the Burberry Fresh Glow Luminous Fluid Base just to use as a primer. And then I'm taking the Burberry Cashmere, or is it the Velvet? It's the Burberry foundation, and it has the matte finish. I'm using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge to put it on my face. And I'm just basically dabbing it into my hand and then putting it on. So I apologize for the lack of music. I still haven't figured out how to put music at just certain specific times in a video without it running through the whole thing. So I'm just going to try to talk, but hopefully not ramble on. And I'm just putting that basically all around my face. Next, I'm taking the Burberry Cashmere Concealer, and this is the one with the retractable or like twist up brush tip, kind of like the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser, and I'm just taking this underneath my eyes to get rid of the dark circles, and basically anywhere else that I need some concealing, so anywhere where there's redness. I was also given this tip by Sophia Perry, who is the makeup artist for Clarins Burberry, and she said to put concealer where I'm actually putting it right now, just to seal in the foundation. I don't really know exactly what that means, but no harm, no foul. I figured I would follow her tips. And I'm just using the same sponge to blend it all in again. So next I'm going to be contouring, and I'm using the Burberry contouring stick. I really like this because it's really easy to use, and it's really blendable, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's sort of new to contouring. So I'm just running this along my jawline as well as underneath my cheekbones, just to create some extra depth and definition. I'm also going to be putting this on the sides of my nose to sort of make it look a little bit taller, as my nose is not a tall one. And then also just taking this along my forehead a bit. Oops, sorry, there's a truck. And just taking this on the tip of my nose. Next, I'm highlighting. What was I doing there? I was highlighting, or I am highlighting, the bridge of my nose just to also bring some light there to get that height, and also just on the center of my forehead, and you'll see that it looks normal when I blend it out. Also taking some on the Cupid's bow. I generally don't like to put it on my cheeks just because I like putting just powder highlight. So now I'm just taking a latex sponge and I'm just blending the contouring color in. This was also recommended by Sophia Perry, and it's just basically a better way to sort of diffuse the color without taking a lot of pigment and without really swooshing it around with your brush. Swooshing? You know what I mean. Just without, diffusing too much color everywhere, because you want the contouring color to be concentrated. Next, I'm taking this Real Techniques brush and I'm just blending in the highlighter, so then that way everything is dispersed nicely. Don't worry, I do notice later on that there's still contouring on the tip of my nose, so don't worry, I'll blend that out. But right now, I'm just adding the Burberry Earthy blush as sort of a contouring powder just to help set the contour color and just, create a little bit more, warmth in the face. So basically anywhere that I've contoured, I'm just putting that blush on top of. Next is eyeshadow time, so I'm using my beloved Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original, and I'm just going to blend that in. I'm not really going to mess around with my liner too much just because that's been on, I think since on that day, since like 6:30 in the morning, and it's still looking pretty good, so I'm just going to go with the eyeshadow over that. And right now I'm using Pale Barley, which is probably my favorite Burberry eyeshadow ever. It's just a really, really beautiful neutral. It's like a light beige with gold flecks, and I think it was just perfect because, as you'll see in a bit, I'm going to be using more of a bold lip color, so I wanted to keep the eyes relatively subtle. Next, I'm taking the Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm using the color Taupe just to blend into the crease to soften out any edges, and just to create a little bit of dimension there, I guess, just because, as we've established before, I don't really have a visible eye crease, so I'm just using that to blend. Next, I'm going to be taking, I think it was Cream. Yes, Cream from the Lorac Pro Palette. And that's just a really, really nice highlight. I like it because it's more of a matte color, and so because the other shadow is pretty shimmery, that just provides a little bit more balance. Next, I am going to just fix up anywhere that I went over my eyeliner with shadow. So I'm just using the Kat Von D liner just to fix that up, so then that way it's all, you know, perfectly dark again. Next, Clinique. I'm using the Cheek Pop, and that's in Berry Pop, and I'm taking my favorite Sonia Kashuk angled blush brush, or I think it's an angled multi-purpose brush, and I'm just putting that on my cheeks, and I basically use the technique that I picked up from Jen, aka from Head to Toe, basically just concentrating the color on the outside and sort of going more of like a triangle inward. Next, I'm using my Clé de Peau Luminous, what is it? Face? I don't even know. It's the Luminizing Face Enhancer, number 13. It's probably my favorite highlighting powder. I love it so much. I actually bought a different brush to use with it, and that is the Sigma, you know, tapered brush. I'll leave all these products down below just because I'm butchering all the names right now because I am nowhere near my makeup. Eyelash curling is definitely necessary. And oh, I was just talking to, I think, the caretaker who just came in, so just ignore that. But now I'm going to put on some mascara. And I'm pretty good at not opening my mouth when I'm putting on my mascara, so that's pretty fun. Eyelash curling is definitely necessary when you have super straight lashes. There I am listening again to him talking. He's a really funny guy, he's really nice, and we have good chats. Finally, I'm taking the Guerlain Rouge G lipstick, and this is in the color Gladys. I recently did a review on this on my blog, so if you haven't checked that out, then I will leave the link down below. And then I think sometime soon I'll actually notice that there's still stuff in my nose. Yep, there it is. That's a good face. So that's me realizing that, oh, I forgot to blend that in. So let's just do that. So there we have it. That's the final look. This is Gladys. It's super bold, super hydrating, and leaves a really nice stain. Oh, there are my Christmas nails. They're all right. Okay, it's a little after 5 now, so I guess I should start making my way downtown. It's very, very dark outside. If you can see right there. Oh, there's my old fan, and yeah, there's a reflection of what my room looks like. But yeah, time to head downtown, so I will see you in a bit. So I'm in the elevator now, and I'm just heading up to Arcadian Court, so yay, we're here! Here's just a quick little shot. Obviously you can't really see what I'm wearing underneath the jacket because it's like 5 degrees out, so it's a little chilly, but I'm wearing my dress, and this is my, you know, parka winter jacket, so hooray for Canada. Alright, let's go. How awkward. I hope I haven't missed out on anything. I doubt it, but you never know. I don't know if it's here. I was going to the wrong room. So, hey, vlogging. It's all good. You're in the video. So, it's in a different spot this time, so every single time they change something, so just a little bit disoriented. Thank you. I made it. It's in a different area this time, so let's go on in. Wow. Check out these little settings. Ooh. So I'm a little bit sweaty now because it's really warm, but it's really cool because we actually got these little clipboards with options of what we can choose from each station. So I'm just about to go to that now, and then I think dinner will be served soon, thank goodness, because I am starving. So basically you go to all these different stations and they sort of give you a quick consultation about the products, and then you actually get to put on your wish list what you want. So pretty great. Just having trouble deciding. Oh, that was my clipboard. basically just having trouble deciding on what color to get. So
tell us what you're going to be doing.
Well, actually, it's most of them. This is the first time my name is Kashuk to my speech. And it's a little sad because I have to leave Toronto soon. I was transferred to Tokyo. Only 2 years and 7 months has passed since I joined Shiseido. But because of that, our co-workers work was excellent. That's why I have to go back to Tokyo soon.
Oh, they were so good, they promoted you.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that.
Do you remember us when you get back to Japan and you'll come and visit, I hope?
It's great. It's kind of sweet memory.
That's so nice. Well, it's wonderful. I mean, I talk about, some of you who've been here before, I talk about these dinners, and it's been so exciting to bring the beauty editor experience to people on social media.
And if I can, because he won't be able to join us for dinner tonight, but what I'd like to say, Mr. Okoro, from our team, our very special team, the 2.5 years has been a very short time. You've given us the opportunity to grow our vision, your vision of the success that we didn't realize we could achieve is here. And I know we have so much more to do, so we will continue to grow. But I personally want to thank you, our team wants to thank you for such a wonderful experience and a wonderful opportunity to work with you. So thank you. Thank you.
all right, so just finished dinner, and I'm actually sitting next to my friend Zubie, aka Living the Gray. I will leave her info and all that stuff down below. Follow her on everything: YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. It's all Living the Gray, but I'll leave it linked. She's really cool. She has really beautiful gray hair. Yay! And beautiful gray cats. And that's about it. So we're just going to wait. I think Elaine Shigeshi, who's the VP of Shiseido, is actually going to be talking to us about Japanese traditions and how they celebrate holidays. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Thank you, and thank you so much as well. It's available in the 3 colors, but a lot of people have asked me, are they different scents? And I laughed at my corner group. They said they were all wearing different fragrances, and they said, are they different fragrances? And I said, no, actually, they're the same scent. It's a translucent soap. It's for face and body, same scent, but different cases, and that's what makes them very jeweled. And so you find that, you know, in Shiseido, we speak to omotenashi spirit. We speak to, that's like ultimate hospitality, would be the Japanese word of omotenashi. And in fact, it's not even an exact translation to it, but it's a sense, it's a feeling, it's a welcoming, it's an appreciation, and what we call respect for the product, respect for our clients, respect for each other. And that's a driving force for the entire, society.
So when you work at Shiseido on the holidays, how do they sort of say thank you in terms of Japan? Like would at Christmas time, would there be like a little gift or something? Would they thank you for the year, that kind of thing?
Yes, very much. Also, there's always, New Year's is actually a very big event. It's a time where everyone shuts down, the companies all shut down, and everyone travels back to their home, back to home. So a lot of times people are celebrating and they're not in the actual same city that they were born in, and they always go home. So in fact, the bullet train, the fastest train, that bullet train is maxed in capacity, and everyone's trying to get home for the holidays. And it's New Year's Day, that's the celebration day. That's when everyone house hops, and everyone has traditional foods, and they're very sentimental. There's the actual meaning behind each food, like long life in noodles, or special beans that are considered lucky, and called lucky beans. Everyone has these traditional foods, and you welcome your guests, and everyone celebrates together and wish them the best for the holidays.
Oh, that's so nice. I love it.
Okay, so let's not cover up the speaker. The event is over, and I'm in the elevator to head out, and got a lot of great stuff in here, including a little bottle of Prosecco, so I will share that some other time. But for right now, I'm going to walk to my car, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!